Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to the first session, I suppose, of the Unfocused podcast with myself, Matt, and then my co-anchor, Dan.
Well done for actually getting the name of the podcast right. You've been
Yeah, I
struggling.
had to practice that a hell of a lot more times than I should have.
Man is nervous over here. Give him a break if
But
he messes up.
we're here. We started.
The
Got
very
a few
first.
topics. I might as well just jump straight into them, I think.
Yeah, get it rolling.
So the first one we said we were going to discuss is this Jake Paul versus AnEsonGib feud.
Yeah, so I saw that AnEsonGib pushed Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Don't know what that's about.
no, I saw a little couple of highlights from the actual
Yeah.
whatever it was, the that event anyway, and it didn't look a particularly strong push.
Yeah.
There was some sort of a one hand on his chest to start with, just to keep him at arm's length, and then Gibb then pushed him,
Yeah.
but not particularly far, and Jake kind of laughed it off. Not even a oh, you want to start kind of
Yeah.
way. It was a oh, that was it.
So, like,
You
any
know.
idea why he pushed him?
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
think Vidal made a video. I haven't seen
Yeah.
that as of yet, but
Yeah,
it
interesting.
it was.
Was it the press
kind of-
conference?
It was the press conference. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen that.
It was slightly cringy as well from what I
Yeah.
saw. I suppose as you'd expect from
Yeah.
the that kind of YouTube celebrity, that sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
with, Logan and KSI, but excuse me.
Yeah. I'm not sure how professional they're going to be, like... I'm not
I
sure
think
if...
the fight itself is going to be very good.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the most technical on Gibbs' part.
Well, Vidal said out of YouTube boxers, YouTube in quotations, that Jake Paul has the best technique out of anyone. So...
I mean,
that's
we did
interesting.
see it a little bit in the Deji fight, I think.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
an awful lot.
I'm not sure how
but
much
a
he's
little
going to have
bit.
improved. I'm not sure how much boxing he's been doing. Maybe fitness-wise he's improved. I imagine he's been doing a lot of conditioning, but boxing-wise, I don't know how much he's been doing.
I think he's got a better
Nice.
camp than he did against Deji.
Yeah.
I don't know who's actually in there. I think there was some ex-professional in there. I don't
Yeah.
know exactly. There was a guy with him at the press conference.
Yeah.
Who I think, like I say, was ex-professional, but
Yeah.
I'm not 100% behind that. Whether there was
Yeah.
any sort of coaches in specific that he's.
Well, I know for the
brought in.
first Logan and KSI fight, and Jake Paul versus Deji, on the undercard, joint main card, the Pauls were training a lot together, and they went on True Geordie's podcast. They were saying how much it's bonded them, and they were like, because Deji and KSI weren't really training, they were like, we have an edge here, and obviously
Yeah.
it was the draw between KSI and Logan, and Deji, maybe if he had a better camp, I think he could have done a lot better, and maybe they shouldn't have thrown the towel in, but so it's gone.
Yeah, I feel like since obviously that bit of banter, we'll say, in the dressing room with Shannon,
Yeah.
I feel like that possibly caused him a little bit of a drift. But he said he'd been
Yeah.
training with Logan from when he
Yeah.
started fighting KSI, so he's had a lot more training, I think, at least,
Yeah.
than Gibb will have.
Yeah.
He didn't want the fight as much
Yeah.
as Gibb.
No.
But he trained for longer. I do believe that he started way earlier, at
Yeah.
least.
I know Gibb has a lot of heart. I know he's very aggressive, but I'm not sure if his aggressiveness is going to be his downfall if it just catches him right. No head guards.
Yeah,
10-inch
you
guards.
saw it with I think it was Gibbs' second fight against
Jay.
They were both swinging. I mean, he didn't get hurt that much from when he
No.
got hit, but it's a different scenario when you've got the different
Yeah.
gloves
Yeah.
and you've got someone who times it a bit better
Yeah, definitely.
than Jay
No head
probably
guards.
did.
Like,
That's it. You've not got that protect. He came out with I think it was a swollen nose or something along those lines, wasn't it, against him? And that was with those gloves. So I hope his defence has been trained, otherwise he'd be in for another night.
But you saw the difference, the gloves and no head guards make in the Logan and KSI fight.
We went from no knockdowns to well, what should have been 2, really.
Yeah, I mean, maybe sort of an illegal one, but
controversy could have gone either way, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It's potentially 2. Then we'll say in that fight with 6 rounds. This one as well. So it's
well, in the press conference, Jake was saying to Gib that he's been training for 6 rounds, 3 minutes, and Gib's only used to 3 rounds. No, other way around.
Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? Anyway,
Yeah.
He was saying about he's not trained the same way as they're actually going to be fighting, and
so maybe it's.
I don't know. I feel like he would have. I feel like you've got to have, surely.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there'd be no point in doing it if you're not going to train properly.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the camp is going to be in terms of getting him ready for Jake Gib, because we don't have too much sort of evidence of how he fights, especially now.
Yeah, I suppose it could go
like
really any style, couldn't he?
Yeah, like how are they setting him up to spar people to get him ready for that style, because they don't know how he's going to come out.
My feeling is Jake's going to sit back.
Yeah.
He's gonna. He is the bigger guy by quite a distance. And
he is tall. He is. Yeah.
I think he's gonna. I don't know how well it's going to be, because he's obviously not the top end of professionals, but he's going to try and use the jab. He's going to try and keep out of Gibbs' way.
Yeah. And
I think Gibbs going to, whatever training he's done, he's going to have the same mentality of just going.
Yeah.
And if he does that and he gets worn out too quick,
if he gasses out,
I do see there being at least one knockdown, and whether that finishes it or not, I don't know. But I feel like there's going to be at least one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Predictions are quite difficult.
It depends how well Gib can close that gap and keep it at a distance where it's safe for him.
Yeah.
But also at a distance where he can do damage.
If he closes that, I don't remember the Deji fight, but Deji was smaller.
Yeah.
Right? I think so. And when he came in and he exchanged, Jake panicked.
Yeah.
And he kept running back.
I mean, Jake did have a bloody nose from Deji, so Gib should be, 10 times a better boxer than Deji. From everything we've heard.
Will he have the power? That's my thing. Will he have the power to actually knock Jake down or out?
Yeah.
I think the more I've looked into it, I'm kind of like, he keeps going.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're not going to have the same effectiveness later down the line in a fight if you've gassed out within the first 3 to 6 minutes.
Your power isn't the same. You don't have that explosiveness that you need. It's tough. I think Gib will direct the pace of the fight, but I think Jake will want to, but he won't.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like if he can use the jab, and he does use it well, it's potentially his fight to lose. But then if AnEsonGib closes that gap, it's his fight to win. So it could go either way. It depends. Really, like a lot of it depends who comes out and which version of him comes out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. I'm quite excited to watch it. Oof. I'm gonna go for a Gib win, but I don't think there's going to be a knockout. Possibly, I don't think there's going to be a knockout. If there was going to be a knockout in any of these that you do boxing fights, it was going to be KSI Logan, because they are just typically heavier. So
the bigger guys, they
are bigger. They have more power. I mean, obviously, technique doesn't matter a lot, but there's also a certain amount of luck involved. Catching them right. I don't know. I mean, if there's a lot of luck going for either of them, there'll be a knockout. But I don't see it happening.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you actually reckon majority decision, split decision, what kind of thing?
I don't know. I think. In my head, I can see it being another controversial and whatever happens, but I don't know how exactly it's going to go. All I can say is Gib is going to wear Jake down, because I know Gib is a big believer in body shots, and I don't know if Jake will be able to handle everything.
Yeah, that's
Because I with Gib going for the body a lot, maybe I don't know if Jake is prepared for that. I don't know how he's going to handle it, like any of it. Gib win. I'm gonna say Gib win. What do you reckon?
I am on like a seesaw. I don't know which way it's gonna go. I think my head is telling me a Jake win.
Right. Is that because he's just taller?
I think he's. To be honest, I think we'll see it obviously when it happens. But I feel like he's going to be slightly better. I think he's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to lose his head.
No.
I think he is going to come out with a better mentality than obviously he thinks Logan did. I feel like Gib is going to come out too fast.
Yeah.
And I feel like he is going to gas too quick. I think probably... I'm going to say TKO to Jake.
Right.
For a win either in the 5th or the 6th.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be... I think there'll be some people who will say, oh, that shouldn't have been a TKO, he should have been, he still had hands up, or something like that. But I still don't think he's going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be a flurry of punches. I think Gibbs kind of going to recoil a little bit. Yeah. Jake's going to keep targeting him, and the ref's going to say, right, I can't let it go on, and finish it there.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good point, that Gib might just come out way too aggressive, way too gassed. Like, you might just come out thinking, I'm not going to make first round. Or it depends how much he can keep his head and how much he can collect himself and not let the event and his emotions get the better of him. Like, it is tough. I mean, they've both done it before on a stage with an audience, so they will have experience. Jake's towards his experience with that. I mean, they're both used to a crowd.
Characters, aren't they? They're both
exactly. Big personalities.
Very loud.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, yeah. So
both got very big ego. They're both very determined to win.
There won't be any nerves as far as, I think.
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, like.
but not that's going to influence them or make them make a bad decision because they're nervous. If they make a bad decision, it's because they made a bad decision, as far as I would say. Yeah,
that's fair enough. Yeah. I'm excited. I mean...
Yeah, when is it? 30th?
I believe so, in Miami. Yeah, DAZN picking this one up as well. I mean, I wonder if there'll be any other fights from DAZN picking people up. They seem to be.
It's nothing for Britain, is there? There's no coverage from Britain, which is a bit of a shocker considering. Obviously, Gibbs there, but obviously you don't see it as big enough of a.
Well, yeah, DAZN just aren't over here. I mean, they're in other parts of Europe, like they're in Germany, but it's just the UK. They're just not here. It's just unfortunate, but
because they obviously came over here for the Logan Paul KSI one, which is why I was kind of thinking. Thinking it would be the same for this one, but again, it's not going to be the same sort of traction.
No, it's going to be less in numbers. There's going to be. I think the atmosphere in the crowd might actually be a bit more hyped up, if I might say.
It'd be more pure boxing fans there. Than potentially. Ratio even, from pure fans to YouTube fans than there was the KSI Logan.
Yeah.
It'd be a different ratio for definite.
I wonder how many, of both of their friends are going. Because I'm not sure if the whole YouTube community is going to turn out for Gib like they did for JJ, or...
Yeah, you probably have a select group that like probably Calix, Calfreezy. I'd imagine the sidemen will go and support, especially JJ.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
You'd imagine so. It's not the same camp. You've got to.
You've got to turn up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, both the same trainer. Vidal
his last one.
Yeah, Vidal has he said he's retiring training after this one.
which is fair enough. Take off his own career now and
exactly.
see where he goes with it.
He's a fantastic boxer.
I want to see what his limits are, because I saw his last fight where he had the decision victory.
Yeah.
And it wasn't convincing as far as what I saw. I think it was a unanimous decision sort of thing. I think all three judges said he won, but from what I saw, he wasn't miles ahead. Yeah. But this opponent had I don't know, 7 wins, 3 losses. So it's something like around 10 fights, I think. Yeah. If I'm right, I could be well off, but I think it's around that. Yeah. Well, I think, he was experienced, and the guy was big. He was a big guy, and he did well. But you didn't. I think because it was the 6 rounds or the limited number of rounds, you didn't see too much from it, which is a little bit disappointing. But
I don't know. I think maybe the fights we have seen of Vidal, he looks at so good because of how his opponent's ability. Like,
the first 2 were, I think, backups. Yeah, like neither of them.
It depends. The actual fighters. Once he actually does start getting opponents more of his level, or even more, or just with more experience, more power, speed, everything. Once he actually has a matchup which will challenge him, we'll see how much heart he has and how much he actually does want to win, and how much ability he has in different scenarios. I think.
And then it goes from boxing to UFC.
All about the fighting talk.
All about the fighting talk for the first podcast. Bloody hell. So, Conor McGregor.
Yep.
Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
We have Big Con and Big Don in the corner.
Tussle, having a scrap.
Yeah, having a bit of a brawl, like.
And that one, by the time this podcast is actually going out, will be 3 days' time from then.
Yeah.
So the Thursday that we put this out, it'll be on the Sunday. Very interesting. And to be honest, I'm probably more hyped for this one than the Jake Paul fight personally.
I believe, I'm hoping I don't make a fool of myself here, but I believe I'm right in saying that this is Conor McGregor's, it's a comeback fight, right?
It's his 100th comeback at this point. He's left, he's come back, he's left, he's come back. It's going to be a hell of an interesting one. I've watched quite a few videos on it, obviously.
Yeah.
Just in the hype for it, getting myself hyped, ready to watch it, that sort of thing. Loads of different fighters have come out and said they think Conor's going to win, and loads of fighters have come out and said Cerrone's going to win.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, one thing that I did see was people were concerned about McGregor's physical transformation for this fight, and they think, because apparently he's a lot bigger now in terms of muscle.
Yeah, I think, if I'm right, he's gone up to 177, or it's something like that. I think he's gone up from a feather to a welter, or he's bridged gone from one to another in the weight classes.
That's interesting. I just wonder if he's used to being that weight and how that would affect his speed.
Well, he apparently, and I would agree, he looks good at this sort of weight. Yeah, he's come out and said all these people in this division are sluggish.
Yeah.
We'll see how sluggish he is at this weight. But if he's quicker, he's got a good stab straight away.
Yeah. I mean, my only concern is that he was lighter for a good while.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get not going to be used to being hit by this level as often. Obviously, he's probably trained with people of a higher weight, but coming up against someone like Cerrone, 36 wins in his career, it's not going to be a walk in the park.
No, definitely not.
I think a lot of people have said Cowboy, because then, although he's got those 36 wins, he's also got 13 losses in his career. Ooh. So he's looking, people have said, he's won some, he's lost some. I think people are looking at the difference rather than looking at the fact he's knocked out or submitted or whatever 36 people before this point.
Right. Yeah, I mean, do you have any idea when those losses have come?
I think it's just been scattered.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. Like I said, I think it's just been scattered. But the loss is he's only ever been submitted once. Obviously, we know Conor's not really going to go for that sort of thing. He's not known for his ground game. More, 6 of them have come from being knocked out.
Oh wow!
And then the remainder was just all decisions. With it being a 3-round fight.
Yeah.
It's more of a chance of going to a decision, but
it's interesting.
I think the biggest thing to kind of look out for when it happens is Cerrone has got a lot of submissions over his career. I think he's nearing sort of 20-ish or something like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Conor has only ever got losses by submission.
Well,
so the instant thing to say is if Con keeps it stood up, he could win.
Yeah.
If he can't keep it stood up and Cerrone gets him on the floor, it's Cerrone's to take it then.
I imagine Conor's been working on his takedown defence.
He doesn't have a particularly bad one from fights I've seen.
Yeah.
Especially when he's up against the cage, I've seen him stay up. He did it alright against Khabib for the majority.
Yeah.
But you look at the Nate Diaz fight and he got taken down a couple of times there, or he wouldn't go to ground when Diaz was there because he's too worried to go down because he knows he's not good there and these fighters are. So it just depends where it goes.
I would have thought he would have worked on his ground more, knowing how vulnerable he is there. I mean, unless he's just so confident in his stand-up ability that he's just like, nah, I'm not doing ground.
Well, I mean, I think, again, statistics, because I've been, I've been looking these up, making sure that I am correct in what I'm saying before I get rinsed.
Very nice.
I think he basically had 18 wins, 18 knockout wins in his 21 wins. So only 3 fights have basically gone to decision.
I mean, if you're Donald, you're gonna be looking at that and thinking, okay, I need to be careful. He's not.
We know what left hand Con's got.
Yeah.
We know it doesn't matter who you are. If you get clipped by it, it's gonna sting. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And being a little bit susceptible maybe on Cerrone's part to being hit. You look at it and think he's going to have to try and stay out the way. He's going to have to keep moving.
Definitely.
He's getting on, but he's still fit.
Yeah. I mean, UFC is a brutal sport. Like, you have to have your wits about you constantly. I mean, you never know what move's coming next. You have to try and read your opponent. And if you make the wrong read and you get clipped in the wrong way, that's game over for you potentially.
Well, I mean, with 50 fights in Cowboy's career, he's gonna have some sort of wit, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
He's learned.
Yeah,
it's whether his fragility now at older age.
Yeah,
is going to play a part.
I'm not sure. I mean, definitely being in the cage that many times, having a professional fight. Never mind all the training he's going to have done throughout that time. He's definitely going to be very cautious of his surroundings. He's gonna know the cage like he knows himself, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Whether his speed has deteriorated, I don't know. Whether his agility maybe will be the downfall, I don't know. But it does depend on making that right read and making sure he doesn't just take loads and loads of big hits. I'm sure he'll get clipped by a good hit by Conor, because Conor is very good with his stand-up and he can catch people. He is quick. It's just whether Donald can survive, basically.
Yeah. If he can survive the stand-up, first, I think after the second round, third round, then I think that's going to be the one. If nothing's finished by then, I think that's the one where we're going to see Cerrone come into his own then.
Yeah.
And possibly get a win.
I think
I would imagine it's going to be a submission rather than a knockout, but you never know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like that, if Conor could get a clip on Cerrone, but I mean, Cerrone could do exactly the same to Conor.
I've seen, the likes of John Jones. Obviously, John Jones has a little bit of a connection, if I'm right, with Cerrone. I don't know whether it's training partners or something. They got a bit of connection, and he's back in. Back in Cerrone.
Yeah.
Then you've got Max Holloway and that sort of thing. They're back in Conor. So you've got a variety. Everyone, doesn't matter what kind of game they play, whether they're playing a stand-up game or a submission game or grind game and all the rest of it. It's a mix of people are going for each one.
Yeah, definitely.
Pierre, I think, backed Conor. So I'm a big fan of Pierre. And he's very good at all of it, really. He thinks that I think Conor's just going to have a bit too much for him, which is I think, to be honest, what I'm going to back as well. I don't like Conor. And from what I've seen of Cerrone, I'm quite a fan. But
his public outbursts.
He can't knock out an old guy at a pub. He's not going to, No, I do think he's going to win. To be honest, whether it's by knockout, TKO, or a decision, I don't know. I think as much as I dislike him, he's going to win.
I think he might just have a bit too much in the locker.
Yeah,
he might surprise him. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't really know a lot about Cerrone, so I'm not too well informed.
Yeah.
I don't know his style, his way of thinking while he's in the ring. So every decision you make is so crucial. It's like, especially in UFC, with there being so many levels to it. You'd have to, every second matters, sort of thing.
I think if I'm right as well, and if anyone listening actually knows this, please correct me. I think this fight puts them onto either the fight for a shot at a title or the actual title shot itself.
Wow.
Which obviously for Conor is just another day.
Yeah.
Cerrone, it's a big opportunity for him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that might make him
from someone who doesn't like Conor.
Yeah.
I hope that, Cowboy gets his opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been going a long time with 50 fights.
yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, if you're talking about graft and putting in the time, I mean, that amount of fight shows it.
Yeah, you can't get much better. I think if I keep saying it if I'm right, but I think if I am right, he at one point at least had the most finishes in UFC history at one point, Cerrone.
Wow.
I don't think he has it anymore if I'm correct, but I mean, he did at one point have that.
Records are there to be broken.
And I think it was.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm quite excited for it. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think anything's possible.
I mean, I think that's the beauty of UFC as well. And never quite know. So obviously,
well, it could just be one punch, one kick, one whatever, and that's it. It's switched it to a win you never knew was going to happen.
One moment and it's done. Yeah. Very interesting.
And then I'll try and segue this. I don't think it's going to happen. From one moment to a year's worth of moments.
Yeah.
Spotify Wrapped. Don't think that one worked, but we'll roll with it.
It works. 2019.
Spotify Wrapped. So away from fighting. So any viewers who weren't listening through that bit, come back. We've got something a bit more entertaining to do then, hopefully.
Might like this part.
What was your top 5? Top 5 of 2019.
So, my most listened to artist of 2019 was Black Bear.
Black Bear, okay. I'll rate that.
Yeah. So, my second artist was Post Malone.
I can accept that one.
Yeah. So, my third top artist was Whit Lowry.
Yeah, big fan.
For anyone who doesn't know him, and fantastic rapper. Please go check him out.
I only discovered him at the end of this year, so he's not actually in my top 5. But by this time next year, I'm sure he'll be at least nearly at the top.
Little shout out to Whit there. Needs it. Well, he doesn't need it. He's quite big.
Not from us.
Yeah. My fourth artist was G-Eazy. Which surprised me because I didn't think I listened to him that much. It was just his one album which I listened to quite a bit, so I think that's why I did.
Yeah.
And my fifth artist was Tyga, purely for one song, and that is Taste.
And that was the song that you listened to probably nearly the most, if not the most.
Yes, I believe so.
yeah. So I'm going to do mine in reverse order as well then.
Interesting.
So I'm going to go from fifth to first.
Right.
So it started off with CVBZ. Not imagining a lot of people are going to know him.
Yeah.
But nice, good group. Don't have to, listen to a lot of their lyrics in terms of you can just do whatever you want.
You can
have them on the background, and it's you can vibe to it when you're doing a washing up or you're doing something like that. Doing whatever. Nice. Have that on in the background. Lovely band.
Very nice.
Next one was Youngblood.
Yep, rating a lot.
So again, probably the last half of the year I listened to him, and quite a lot, especially songs like Parents, which I listened to an awful lot. Hopefully Underrated Youth, which is the title of his album, isn't it, as well?
I believe so. The only reason he's not on my Spotify Wrapped is because I listen to him on YouTube rather than Spotify.
Yeah, I think, and I'll discuss it in a minute. That's why I had so few minutes played. Yeah. Overall, this year is because I didn't use it a lot this year, but towards the end I did, so that's why I racked up a few minutes. MGK or Machine Gun Kelly. Right. Not an idol, let's be real. Not someone particularly cut to. But I like his music. Yeah. Not listened to him really in the last couple of months. No? If I'm honest. I kind of gone off him a little bit. I think it was just a bit repetitive, I think, by the end. But
yeah. Well, I had one of his songs in my Discover Weekly recently, which is Glass House. A very depressing song, but a very good song, I think.
Yeah, he's one of those artists that obviously aim towards a little bit more of destruction and chaos when they're talking about songs or sadder topics, but he does an alright job. I like him. And then talking about sad and depressing artists, number 2 was NF.
I rate him so much, and the reason he's not mine is because it's YouTube again, and
yeah. So I'm surprised, to be honest, he wasn't my top artist. Yeah. I'll explain why he wasn't in a sec, but I think, to be honest, of all time, is potentially either the best or up there as the best artist, in my opinion, that I've listened to. My favourite, I suppose, rather than the best. My favourite. And then my top artist, now he's top, plainly because on Spotify there was a Spotify made playlist of pretty much 90% of his songs at the time. Right. And they were all in this one thing, so I downloaded that entire album, that playlist even, and played it on a train. Obviously I do a bit of travelling on a train, so I basically racked up all that time because it was a long playlist, so I had to constantly just non-stop throughout that. At the end of the day I chose to listen to him, but he was there and that was such a long playlist, it just carried on. Yeah. And then he got my my top listened to song as well, which was Robbery
by Juice WRLD.
By Juice WRLD, yes.
Yeah, I mean, rip, honestly. I'm
sad. It's very, very depressing, that one. That he's not going to be making any more music, and just how it happened, really.
Don't remind me.
No, so he won't be. Well, he could still be up there with my top 5 next year. To be honest, probably will be near there at least. Yeah. Again, I haven't listened to him in quite a while, but over the year I listened to him. Yeah. By far the most, I think, probably, other than F, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, a lot of artists I listen to and I really like, but the reason they're on my Spotify is because of YouTube.
Yeah, it's like I said, I made the switch over a little bit this year. Yeah, it's my first year on Spotify Premium. Yeah. So I haven't left yet, so I imagine I'm going to stay, to be honest. Yeah. It's sad that a couple of those aren't going to be, around. Yeah. for the next year. But you know, I'll keep listening to their songs, isn't it? And
I'm definitely looking forward to more content from NF. I mean, he's just released his album, which I bought and love it.
Oh, I love his new song. It's Paid My Dues.
Yeah.
What a song! I think that's honestly his best song that he's made by probably not even by a distance, because they're all so good.
They are so good.
In comparison to other artists, I think that's one of the best songs I've listened to. I think it's so good in it.
His music is so good, and he doesn't swear at all. I mean, that is impressive in this own.
It just brings in a bigger audience for him then, that way, doesn't it? You know, people who do swear a lot can listen to it anyway, and people who don't or get offended by it or whatever, they listen to it.
He's obviously Christian, so I assume that's the reason he doesn't swear.
To be honest, I think I listened to an interview before, and he said in it, it's not because he's Christian that he doesn't swear. He just chooses not to, because he doesn't feel like that's how he wants to portray himself in his songs.
That's interesting.
He does swear, but he doesn't do it a lot, from what I heard. It's one of those things. I thought it was maybe because he's Christian, so he's he's a little bit laid back in terms of he doesn't want to say too much or offend too many people or whatever. Not just because he's Christian, but I just thought that was the way he was. But he just doesn't want to put that out there as his songs and portray it that way. And it allows more people, because obviously he goes into deep topics.
He does, yeah. I mean,
his music got in it or something like that. It's OCD, I think.
His music is very it's emotional. It's powerful. I mean, it's very it's real. You know.
Yeah, well, that's his slogan.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's about. He's a powerful guy. He's a powerful character, and I'm very excited to see his future content. To be honest,
because this is his fifth album now or something.
I'm
a lot of people don't know much about him before.
Yeah.
Which was his big song now? There was a big song that came out from him.
Let You Down.
Let You Down. That was it.
Let Me Down.
Obviously, that's where he gained a lot of traction. He brings it up in one of his songs. He said, "If you haven't heard me before that, there's still loads more that you don't know about him."
Yeah.
That he puts into his first couple. I think it was 2 albums before that, and then his third came out, or he missed something. Something happened with his third.
Not sure.
That came out on the 4th. There's one album that he doesn't mention. He just casts that one off in one of his songs. He said, "Don't worry about that one. Ignore that one."
Oh.
Whether it was experiment or whatever he was doing. But
is there an album called Real, or is that just a song?
I think that's just a song. If I'm right.
So is that from? I think it's the album. Is it Mansion or Mansions?
I thought that was from his newest one, if I'm honest.
Real? No, I don't think so. I might be wrong.
I'll double check that one, because I'm quite interested to make sure
know
that. I should really know that, but...
What a guy, anyway. What a guy. I mean, if you're listening by any chance, NF, feel free to hop on the pod.
Yeah, I honestly would be beyond honoured for you to come have a chat, to be honest.
Literally. I want to go into
we've not swore. We're keeping your brand safe.
Man,
it might have been within Mansion, yeah.
His mind is incredible. Yeah. You got anything more to say about your Spotify Wrapped?
No, I gained just over 4,000 minutes, which I think for a lot of people was quite pathetic. I think I saw quite a few people on my sort of Instagram stories and that racking up 80,000 hours. I was like, how do you manage that? But
crazy.
I think this time next year I'll probably get quite a few more.
Yeah. Well, one thing I found pretty interesting with my Spotify Wrapped was I discovered 436 new artists this year.
Yeah, I don't understand how you managed that. I think I discovered, what was it, 30 something?
Yeah, that would purely be because of my Discover Weekly. I love going through my Discover Weekly every week.
16. It was 16 new artists I had
16?
from 9 countries. That was it. It was tiny. There was hardly any new artists, because I don't do much on the Discovered Weekly until basically until the last few weeks, to be honest. And I find a couple of decent songs on there, but I haven't discovered a lot. I just stick to what I knew at the beginning, really.
Well, I mean, even with the amount of artist difference there, I still only have 5,526 minutes, so it's only 1,500 minutes more than you.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's weird.
So it's not a crazy amount, It's just I'll put that Discover Weekly on while I'm, say, gaming.
Yeah.
And I'll listen to it, enjoy it.
Well, with sort of travelling and stuff, I can't. Unless I have the data, the time or whatever, the internet connection. I just stick to the normal few.
Definitely.
And obviously with the Discover Weekly now, whilst I'm doing whatever, whether it's starting to work or whatever, then I'll just get something beforehand, see if I like any of the songs, like them, install, download them even, and then listen to them a little bit more. And then if I don't like them, I just get rid of the like or whatever, and download them or whatever. A lot of them now I'm keeping. I got sort of 4 this week now that I've listened to and gone, I quite like that. I'll add that to a new playlist now, and kind of bring them all together.
Exactly. It's just it expands your music. Like. It's nice.
And then from new music to new films. That was a good segue. I'll take that one. That one I'll give myself.
He's done himself proud. He's done himself proud.
So I wrote down a couple of films just because I knew I was going to miss some out. I knew I was going to miss some out and miss a couple of the big films. So I wrote down James Bond, No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Godzilla vs Kong, Birds of Prey, which is probably as most people know, it's just a new Harley Quinn film. Dr. Dolittle. Not sure how big that one is in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
It's just a lot to do with animals and stuff, really. Yeah. And was it books?
I'm not sure.
I think it was a Dr. Seuss book. If I'm
yeah. I think you're correct in saying that. Yeah.
Venom 2.
Oh yes.
Which obviously I'm very, very excited for.
Yeah.
And then the third Conjuring film. Now I don't imagine that's going to be very big. To be honest, I imagine it's going to be pretty crap. I didn't like the first 2 really. The first one was okay. The second one was quite bad.
What
I loved
made
the
you
Nun.
watch the second one then? If you didn't like the first.
No, because the first was all right.
Yeah.
And the second one was the poor one.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether I'm going to bother to see the third one. Yeah. But the Nun, which was based before all of the first 2, and I would assume before this third one. The Nun was brilliant. It's one of my favourite horror films of all time. I thought it was brilliant.
Might have to give that a watch.
I spoke to a few people about it, and I've had mixed opinions, but I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, nice. I just want to bring up the first film you said, the new James Bond coming out. I just want to say I might get roasted a bit for this. I don't know. I've never seen a James Bond.
Yeah, you should get roasted for that. I don't know how many people are going to be listening, but every single one of you, because everyone's going to have watched it other than you, everyone go down in the comments and roast him. That is disgusting.
Well, if you want to roast me, at least give me some followers on Twitter, at least.
Follow him on Twitter.
Follow
DM him
us
and
on
roast
Twitter.
him. Follow the podcast.
Us on Instagram.
That's it.
Subscribe.
Everything will be in the description.
Plug it now.
Make sure you do it. Yeah.
Get
it out the way. Just get it out the way. It's in the description. Roast him everywhere on all platforms, but make sure you hit a follow whilst you're there doing it. That's all we ask.
Thank you, lads and lasses.
I'm very excited for the new James Bond. It's the last one with Daniel Craig, which is quite sad, but it's also good because we're getting somebody else. You know, it could be some good. I'm hoping Idris Elba gets it. Don't know.
Interesting.
But I'm hoping Idris Elba gets it. Obviously, really good actor. One of my favourite actors.
Yeah.
I hope he gets it because I think he will fit it perfectly. Whether he will, I don't know whether the fact he's black is going to make a difference to the people because obviously in the books he's not black and that sort of thing.
Some people will not like the fact. I don't know.
It's probably a big change for a lot of people because obviously, for example, my dad, that sort of generation, they've grown up with all these James Bonds.
Yeah.
I can't name them, to be honest, before Daniel Craig because that's the only ones I've seen. But all of those ones, they've all been white. They've all had similar characteristics. And I feel like just the fact it's a bit of a change. It's like the Doctor Who thing, but the Doctor Who thing was ridiculous. We'll get into that in another podcast.
Yeah.
But this change I don't see as a bad change. he's a brilliant actor. What's the difference? You know, I could understand if it changed to a woman.
Yeah, I mean,
because James Bond is James Bond, not Jamelia or whatever you want to call him. You know.
Yeah.
It's not a woman Bond.
Yeah. If you want me to get roasted, right, for not seeing any of the James Bonds, I want you to at least potentially get roasted for something. Now, what is your favourite James Bond?
Favourite James Bond? I'd have to say Skyfall.
That's one of the newer ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, people, if you disagree, roast him, please.
but Casino Royale was very good.
Honestly, I can't even comment because I don't know the films.
I feel like there was one after Skyfall that I've seen. I'm missing out. I'm going to double check, but I think there was, and I think that was better than Skyfall. But I know a load of people disagree with me on that one. So if you want to disagree, do that. Again, just drop a follow whilst you do it.
Make sure to give us the clout we deserve, please, people.
James Bond. Let's have a quick gander.
Have a quick gander. Yeah, nice. I have a sip of me water.
Quantum of Solace. No, that wasn't it. That was well long ago. Yeah. I don't know with that. Spectre. Spectre. That was the best one.
Yeah.
That's my favourite one. Yeah.
What? Just more action or what? What do you say?
I don't know. I think it was just. I think it possibly was a bit more action, to be honest. Yeah. Whether it's the right one, but I think it was the one where he starts off. No, I'm thinking of a completely different film. I just remember thinking at the time, this is better than the last one, and then that one I thought this is better than the last one. I think they've just progressively got better, to be honest. I've watched a couple of the really old ones, and I wasn't a fan, but I think that's just me because I don't generally like a lot of the older films of a lot of things.
I mean, obviously I haven't seen them, so I don't really know, but because they have made so many, it's interesting to me how they keep the film, like, plot and story-wise, like how they've kept it going. Like,
there's a lot of books. That's the thing. There's a lot of books. You know, so I don't know for definite, but they might have added some story into it. So they've taken what story was already made for them and then added to it.
Yeah, there's probably some further things.
There was a lot of films, a lot of books even.
Yeah.
So
that's fair enough.
It's probably taken quite a few to fill out. Yeah. They can switch it up here and there. It never gets old, I don't think.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
They've still got similarities. Like he always falls in love with this woman and then she ends up dead or whatever. It's generally a similar plot.
Spoilers, man.
If you know anything about James Bond, or once you've watched one, you know what's going to happen to the woman in the next one.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't watch, as you know, I don't watch any films, so...
No, that's it.
I'm not exactly a film guy.
But what you do... play a lot of games.
Very, very nice segue, sir. Yeah, I do. You make me sound like the biggest loser ever.
Well, I'm cool. I watch a lot of James Bond and a lot of new recent films. And you play games.
You watch a lot of Doctor Who, like.
Oh dear. Not in the last 2 years. I haven't.
Anyway, yes, I do. I do have my fair share of gaming moments. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, some games that come out in 2020. The first one I would like to discuss is Cyberpunk 2077.
The Keanu Reeves game, for anyone who's not 100% sure. That's the only bit I know about it. So,
as you can maybe,
and I will let you start talking about that one.
Thank you very much. As you can maybe guess from the title, it is set in 2077, so obviously the future. It's quite a futuristic game. It's very action-based. It looks like it's going to be very polished for a game. Some games now, they come out full price, and they aren't completely finished. They need updates, patches, loads of them. But the developers said they want the game to be as polished and finished as Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously, another massive release. That was basically took so many gamers. Just it was very captivating. It was such a good game. Loved playing that. Obviously, Cyberpunk is going to be so much. There's so much hype for it. You're right.
Sorry, door. Yeah, that's just how it goes in a podcast. We're fine. We're laid back. It's cool.
I've been chatting away to the listeners. Don't you worry.
So Cyberpunk.
Yes. So I was just saying. Obviously, it's obviously set in 2077, as you can tell from the title.
Mm-hmm.
The developers said they want the game to be as finished and polished as Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay, so high expectations.
Very. They aren't leaving anything. Like I was saying, most modern games these days, they come out full price and they still require updates and patches to fix.
FIFA.
I mean, that has constant patches just because.
yeah. But it's always rushed, isn't it? They always set a date. Yeah, it's rushed.
Yeah, that's it. That's one thing I wish for gaming that changed. Just stop expecting a game like Call of Duty, for example. I mean, they've done very well this year, but the series went downhill because they were having to get a game out every year.
Yeah.
And it's just don't force or rush a developer to make a game which isn't any good, because it's just a waste of time. You could have such a better game.
I don't know whether Cyberpunk is going to be my kind of game.
Yeah.
Probably not, if I'm honest.
I think.
But if that's the mentality that the creators have got,
yeah,
that's a great mentality to have.
Exactly. I mean, it's CD Projekt Red, which they've made some fantastic games, so I'm looking forward to it.
What other games have they actually made?
Put them on the spot now, man.
Yeah, I'll give you a minute to go search it. That's all right.
Cheers. Do you have any idea on any games coming out this year?
I don't, to be honest, other than FIFA 21. Nobody wants to know about that one. I don't know. No, I don't have any.
Heard of a game called Predator Hunting Grounds?
No.
Now I haven't. I've only sort of heard of it. I don't know too much about it, but from what I have seen, I think I've seen a trailer to it, and I think they released it at E3, and what they basically trying to do, I think it's you are a predator sort of environment. You are an animal. I think what I'm imagining, it's like a 4v1 sort of thing where there's either 4 animals or 4 hunters. I imagine it'd be 4 animals, right? I mean.
Okay, so it's sort of like a hunting simulator, like a.
Sort of, but.
So there's like humans in it then. Are they trying to kill the animals? Okay.
I believe I can't even click on it by you, so it's quite unfortunate. But yeah, that's what I believe. Well, I'm imagining it'll sort of be. Hopefully, I'm not completely and utterly wrong.
So there's a few games like that though, which are on like the Play Store and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which I've seen, which are quite similar.
We had Evolve, which you bought at completely the wrong time.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. Was not a fan of that, and that was one of the many games I have sold straight back.
So obviously. Yeah, so I didn't want to make a fool of myself and be wrong, so I've just Googled it. CD Projekt Red have made The Witcher 3, right?
Oh, wow, okay.
So The Witcher 3, obviously the new series on Netflix, The Witcher.
Which I want to watch.
Yeah, same. Basically off that series. The Witcher 3 broke its... So it released, I think it was 5 years ago. 2015, so yeah, 5 years ago. And it broke the record for its most concurrent players last week, I think. It had over 100,000 concurrent players. So
wow, that's good.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean that film, the series, sorry, it built a lot of hype for the game, and people went back to it. And that was just on Steam, so that's not even including console.
I think that was a good move with the series, because
definitely.
Obviously I've never played a Witcher game, but I want to watch that series because the trailer looks good, and
exactly.
There's quite a bit of hype around it, and it makes me want to watch it. So if I'm wanting to watch that, I could go on and play the games. And kind of learn where they come from and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, well, I actually might start watching The Witcher tonight after we finish the podcast. You got me hyped.
Still haven't watched you, but we'll get onto that one on another one as well.
Well, I watched that as well. My problem is I have way too many YouTube videos to watch.
That's another thing. In the comment section, make sure you spam a hashtag of some sort saying Dan watch you.
Well, who am I watching?
You.
Got him.
Oh dear.
Now, so we have a big game for our next one.
Right.
I am so excited beyond belief because it may just rekindle everything that is wrong with the world.
Wait, let me guess. Now, I don't know the full title of it.
Right.
So you can add it on to the end because I know the first bit. Last of Us 2?
Now, that, whilst also a brilliant game, is not what I was going to say.
It's not the one, okay. I don't know then what that one is. Okay, interesting.
Last of Us Part 1, absolutely. Well, but now you've mentioned it, we'll talk about it.
Okay, save it. One. Build up that suspense.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Last of Us Part 1, absolutely loved. The reason I played it was free on PlayStation. Did you play it at all?
I bought it.
Oh, you
didn't have the time to play it.
Yeah.
Didn't get into it then from there, and then got rid of it in the end.
It was what I would describe as a masterpiece. It was.
I've never heard a bad thing.
Beautiful.
I've never ever heard a bad thing about The Last of Us.
It was beautiful. The story, the writing, the graphics, the colours, the horror aspect. It was just a beautiful game, and I am so excited for the part 2 because I want to see where they take it. Now, I think we've been building for this next game now, after you being wrong.
yeah. Far wrong, now, I would imagine.
I think once this game is released, Australia will stop burning, and everything will be right with the world. Minecraft dungeons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
You see why the whole world will have peace once more.
Well, I can see why you put it above Last of Us.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't heard a lot about this. I think we were just talking about it just before we started the podcast. I haven't heard. I knew it was a thing.
Man,
haven't heard anything about it. I didn't know what kind of game it was. So you explain it, and then I'll chip in. It's
coming out in April. On all platforms. Well, I say all platforms. So I say Xbox One, Windows 10, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch. So gameplay wise. Whilst it's Minecraft, it actually has no crafting, building, or the ability to destroy blocks.
Okay,
that's a
difference. That's not hit a good spot, but
no, but
we'll let it play through.
Instead, it does focus on being a dungeon crawler game, where you as the player explore randomly generated dungeons filled with randomly generated monsters, and it also deals with traps, puzzles, and finding treasure. Now, there is no class system, which I've just read, which is slightly disappointing for me, because I do like classes, but this does also mean that players can use any weapon or armour they wish, and it will include up to 4-player cooperative multiplayer, which is also nice.
I'm getting a lot of Terraria vibes from this. Yeah,
so you know about Ninja's move to Mixer?
Yes,
so Mixer is an Xbox, Microsoft-owned platform. So obviously with Xbox and Microsoft owning effectively Minecraft, Ninja actually played a bit of Minecraft Dungeons last year at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, and he had good opinions of it.
Did he?
He did. This game, I'm hoping it just fixes world peace. Basically Minecraft 2.
Yeah, I suppose that's one way of looking at it, yeah. But was Minecraft Story Mode Minecraft 2?
No, that was the forgotten Minecraft.
I played one episode of that.
Same, just because it's free, I'm buying it.
No. I hope this it won't live up to Minecraft. Nothing will ever live up to Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, oh man, getting home from school, booting up the Xbox 360, just hearing the Minecraft music with your mates. What a peaceful time! It was so much simpler back then.
Better, much better.
Much better.
Do you reckon they'll use the Minecraft soundtrack from the current Minecraft in this new Dungeons?
I don't believe so. The reason
I'll be very
being
disappointed.
Just because, the only reason I don't think because it's just a different game. Like it isn't Minecraft.
But it is Minecraft.
Yeah.
So, and that's the tune. That's the how people know it. So I'm hoping they do because at least it stays then connected to.
Yeah.
The OG Minecraft.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure how well received this is going to be because it isn't usual Minecraft. Hopefully it does have a good reception, and hopefully the perception, it has a good reception because it actually lives up to being a good game.
Yeah, I do hope that. I don't want it to copy Terraria too much.
Yeah,
I don't imagine it will because obviously then they'll have a lot of people not happy with it. But Minecraft and Terraria have always been
they've been
not opponents. They've not been opponents. They've all on Terraria it says check out Minecraft. On Minecraft it says check out Terraria. They've always been promoting each other.
Exactly.
So I can't imagine there'd be too much problem between the two of them.
No. Yeah. Now I think for the next game you have a bit of a something to say, don't you? A Fast and Furious game coming out.
Yeah. So again, I've not seen much on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's going to be a story based or mainly just a competitive driving. I imagine it will be story based with a lot of driving in it.
The genre here says vehicular combat, so it's called Fast and Furious Crossroads. So
there'll be a lot of. Okay.
I imagine it's sort of. I don't know what direction they're going to go with it, but it's interesting to see, and it's interesting to see whether this is actually a good decision to make it.
I'm assuming it'll be fully branded to the level of the characters, so it will have a decent following behind it.
Yeah.
I just don't know whether it's just going to be one of those games that comes out, people get hyped for it, they play it for a couple of months, and that's that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they can expand on that idea much if it is just vehicle combat, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what alley they're going to take down it. I've seen a couple of the films.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the films that I saw. I think recent films have got more combat based. I think right in saying that.
I think they're definitely more action based, but I think they've also gone away from the original storyline with the newer ones. Like the newer ones, they're working for the government, the FBI, all this. Whereas the older ones, they were true to what they wanted, and that was bad guys being badass.
And then there's the question: do they get the voice actors for
honestly,
the actual actors, Vin Diesel and that sort of thing? If he's still in it, I'm not sure. I think he is. Vin Diesel and that group of actors to do it. Obviously, in the Jurassic World game that I've tried out, they are missing a couple of the voice actors.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit disappointing. You're paying 40 odd quid and they've not got all the right. They had a couple of them, but they didn't have all the characters.
There are obviously some. I imagine some copyright issues.
Yeah, so I hope if they do get this out,
sure,
I hope it doesn't go that route.
If they're branding it as Jurassic World, I mean, they've done most of the copyright there. Getting rights to brand it as Jurassic World. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I didn't actually see this when I was researching, but I've just come across the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope.
Oh, Little Hope! Oh my God! I forgot about that completely. I am so gassed for that.
But this is under the section of unscheduled release, so
it could come out. We might as well talk about it.
But it does say below is a list of games which have been announced to be released in 2020 but have no exact release date or month yet. So 2020, just
2020.
Don't know the month, don't know the date.
So, Man of Medan.
Yeah.
although it was not a long game, especially for 25 quid, it was not long. It was very good.
Yes.
But with a lot of flaws.
Yeah, I mean, it was very sort of, interactive, what we expect from such an interactive game with a good story, good characters. The graphics were good. It was like, it was immersive, which I always love in a game. You can throw yourself into it and just be lost for that amount of time.
I completed it. I know it's not a long game, but I completed it within a day, which for me to play that much of it is not. Yeah, it doesn't happen often. Yeah, so I got that done really, really quickly. Yeah, because I was so into that. Yeah, it's my favourite kind of game, like Detroit Become Human. Yeah. The Heavy Rain I didn't really get into, but it's that kind of game that I can play for ages and ages and ages without getting bored.
Yes, exactly.
And then I hope this Little Hope one is better than Man of Medan in terms of the little flaws that you could pick out. So times where the story didn't always match up, or the voice acting was slightly off, or even the point where you were making a decision, or before you made a decision, there was a bit of a pause and you could just stare at their face, and there was a weird face. It wasn't properly done. Yeah. But I imagine it'll be similar.
Yeah. I'm excited to see where they take it, because is every time just going to be such a short story but well written? Is it going to be a completely different scenario? We're going to go into it nothing with no information about the characters. I imagine so. It's because it's obviously a different title. It's a different episode, if you will.
We've got some really good. I don't know about how many there is, but there's obviously Will Poulter, who's the guy that probably most people will actually know from the trailer that he was in. Yeah. Don't know whether you know him. He's been in Maze Runner.
All right.
He was the I suppose the guy that, I think, without saying too many spoilers, there's a big dramatic moment with him at the end. Right. And he's been in a couple of big things. Will Poulter, Sean Ashmore, who was in Man of Medan. Is he in that? Let's double check. Oh, he's not in that. Told me lies. But no, you have him in it anyway, Will Poulter, and like I say, he's a big actor. So they've captured someone who's well known at least. Yeah. Yeah. Which I think, to be honest, considering there was really no one in the last one that was known, it's a decent poll for the next one.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I've just seen as well, this podcast's gone for 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Yep. We did not plan to go to this amount of time.
No, this was meant to be a short starter kick-off.
An introductory podcast. So I will quickly mention, so we can let the viewers sleep, or listeners, I would say. So quickly, an honourable mention, Dying Light 2. Obviously, Dying Light 1 you didn't get into, you tried to play it with me and you got very frustrated.
It was not one of my top games, we'll say. I didn't get on with it very well.
I very much, I really enjoyed playing through it, I will say.
I know you got into it.
I loved it, man. It was such a good game. And I'm going to mention this because I've seen a little bit about it and I saw how beautiful the game looks, and it is Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I have one more I've just seen afterwards. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's obviously, it's what it says on the tin, like. But they are really, really putting a lot of effort into it, it seems, from things I've seen on Reddit, just screenshots of the game they released. It's looking very realistic, looking beautiful. It's
good graphics. I'm assuming that's probably how they're looking at capturing people.
Yeah, I I think, as you fly around, it's gonna you're gonna fall in love with different parts of the world because it generally captures everything you're looking for, sort of thing.
So is it actual like real world then? So you'll be able to go to different countries or see. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I could probably do with that geography lesson, to be
honest. So it says it is accessing over 2 petabytes of data from the cloud on demand. Now, a petabyte of data is an insane amount.
I was going to say, I've never heard that, so that's either really big or really small, one of the two.
No, it's insanely big amount of data. Like, we I would be surprised if we've used a petabyte of data in our time on Earth.
That's just individually.
So basically, as you load in like different terrains, different countries, different weathers, so obviously it has to render that data on demand. Before you different foliage, trees, everything within Earth, buildings. It has to render that before you can see it rendering. If you get me. So it has to this is games. It has to preload things before you can see it loading because you don't want to see. That's why in some games you can see black bits of something before it's loaded.
Yeah.
But obviously with this, they're making it so that doesn't happen. They're making it so everything is constantly visual. They're doing a really good job, I think. So
let's just hope it doesn't destroy anybody's consoles or anything, and then completely freeze them up.
Well, it's not actually not coming to PS4 because again, it's a Microsoft flight simulator, Microsoft Xbox. So it's only going to Xbox One.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine then. That's fine. All the Xboxes is going to have this froze. That's fine.
I've just seen it's actually multiplayer as well. That's interesting. Okay. So, just wondering if you could crash into your mates, to be honest.
That's what I was thinking. That was the first thing I thought. Is there's going to be so many. If you can crash, that's the first thing that's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh man. It's just the last honourable mention for our games is the new Watch Dogs Legion. Now, I absolutely loved Watch Dogs 1 so much that I spent the time on platinuming it. Watch Dogs 2...
I couldn't get into Watch Dogs 2, I think I played. I couldn't... it's one of those games, it's just not for me.
I didn't particularly like Watch Dogs 2, purely because it was... I think so different from the first, and I didn't quite click with it. But not to say it was necessarily a bad game.
No, but it wasn't quite what you were wanting.
Yeah. So I'm hoping Legion is going to live up to that expectation. Yeah. It's also going to be set in London, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Especially for people who live in London and
exactly.
They know that sort of area, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
excited. That's all the topics then for today for the first official Unfocused podcast.
The Unfocused podcast did just make me focus on speaking.
Yeah, I properly just went into a zone there.
Yeah, honestly. But, and that's how we spend this
we've said a load of things to put in the comments, to go follow us whilst
interact
you're
with
slagging
us
off, that sort of thing. Keep up any sort of interaction. Give us a like.
Yeah.
Don't give us
share us about.
Give us a dislike. Just give us whatever. Just anything. Make sure you're interacting. Get involved with it. We've said a few things. Put them in the comments. If you want to see or hear even a few sort of would you rathers at the end or something like that. Any questions you guys want to ask us to give our opinions on? Any suggestions on that? Just drop that down there. Put it on our Instagram. Put it on our Twitter. DM us. Anything like that. Just get involved. Show us. Tell us what you want to see. What you want to hear.
Exactly. And we are about the listeners.
We are. We have to be.
Exactly.
Guys, support us. Come on. So help us help you. All right.
If you have got this far, just thank you for listening to the first podcast.
There's a silent round of applause.
Exactly.
For you all, and then we'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you.
Peace.